May-June 2019, time zone 2, paper 2, maximum marks 16. In an arithmetic sequence, U1 is 1.3, U2 is 1.4 and UK is 31.2. I know first two terms, I know it is arithmetic sequence, so I can find out immediately first difference. So difference is U2 minus U1 or next term minus previous term, which is 1.4 minus 1.3, which is 0.1. Also, they have given UK is equal to 31.2 and they are asking to find out the value of K. That means we know the kth term in this sequence is 31.2, but we want to know that which number of term is 31.2. So I'm using the same condition, UK is equal to 31.2. As it is a term formula, I'm using a term formula which is U1 plus n minus 1 times d. N is basically K. K minus 1 times d is equal to 31.2. U1 is given as 1.3. We already know that. Difference we already found out is 0.1. So 1.3 plus K minus 1 into 0.1 is equal to 31.2. First, I'm transferring 1.3 on this side. 31.2 minus 1.3 is 29.9. 0.1 times K minus 1 is 29.9. Divide both sides by 0.1. So K minus 1 is equal to 29.9 divided by 0.1, which is 299. Then you transfer this minus 1 on this side becomes positive. So 299 plus 1 is basically 300. So it's actually 300 term is your 31.2, because difference is very small, 0.1, so obviously it will take so many steps. Next one, find the exact value of SK. Although you are allowed to use a calculator, but you don't write the answer of this in a decimal. Okay, so if you are getting, so SK is basically S300, because we know total number of terms are 300. So 300 divided by 2 times U1 plus UN. I'm using purposely the second formula because I know first term which is 1.3. I know last term which is 31.2. I'm adding them, multiply by 300 divided by 2. I'm getting 4875. Here I'm not getting a decimal number, so obviously we will write down as it is 4875. C part. Consider the terms UN of this sequence such that n is less than or equal to k. Let f be the sum of the terms for which n is not multiple of 3. Understand, they are asking not multiple of 3. Show that f is equal to 3240. We will write down the actual sequence. Un is basically 1.3, 1.4, 1.5, 1.6, 1.7, 1.8, dot dot dot. Purposely I am writing extra 4 terms. We know that total number of terms are 300, so n is 300. Now out of this, count how many terms which are multiple of 3. We know that they are asking not multiple of 3. We are doing the reverse process. We will do for multiple of 3 and subtract from that. So I am finding multiple of 3, which is basically your 1.5 first term, then 1.8 second term. So you can see that every after 2 terms, third term would be your multiple of 3. So 1.5, then 1.8, then obviously the third term would be 2.1. So difference is basically 0.3. Total number of terms are 300. Every third term is multiple of 3. So total number of terms which are multiple of 3 are total 100. 300 divided by 3 is 100. In this case, your first term is 1.5, second term is 1.2, 1.8, third term is 2.1, so difference is 0.3. 1.8 minus 1.5, 0.3. 2.1 minus 1.5, 1.8, 0.3, and n is 100. What I will do, I will find out all the sum of those terms which are multiple of 3. So total number of terms are 100, 100 over 2, 2 times u1, so 2 times 1.5, plus 100 minus 1 times 0.3. If I'll type on a calculator, we will get the answer 1635. So out of 300 terms, which are multiple and not multiple of 3, those terms which are multiple of 3, their addition is 1635. So out of 300, 100 terms which are multiple of 3, their addition is 1635. Now we come back to the question. They said not multiple of 3. So f is basically sum of the terms for which n is not multiple of 3 is basically sk, that means sum of all terms minus s100 which are basically multiples of 3. So s300 minus s100. We already found out s300 from the previous part is 4875 and s100 which are multiple of 3 which is 1635. So we will get the answer 3240 which are not multiple of 3. Last part. An infinite geometric series S infinity is given as a plus a over root 2 plus a over 2 where a belongs to z plus, that is positive integer. Find the largest value of a such that S infinity is less than f. So in this case my a is my first term. This is a geometric series, so we will find out the ratio a over root 2 divided by a or a over 2 divided by a over root 2. I'm doing the first term. A over root 2 divided by a is basically a and a get cancelled. This comes in the denominator 1 over root 2. It's a infinite. So the formula is u1 over 1 minus r. u1 is basically a over 1 minus r, that is 1 minus 1 over root 2 is less than f. F we already found out is 3240, less than 3240. Keep a over here. 1 minus 1 by root 2 I'm transferring on this side, it gets multiplication. So 3240 times 1 minus 1 by root 2. If I'll type on a calculator, I will get the answer 948.974. A is less than this number, so that means it has to be 948. Thank you.